A Cambria County firefighter accused of raping a 6-year-old.
And a Johnstown business working to help a local woman who was badly burned.
6 News, coverage you can count on, in high definition, starts with breaking news.
A charter bus that was taking the Portage football team to a game against Berlin caught fire. Somerset County 911 says it happened along the Berlin Plank Road. Everyone on the bus, though, is okay. Portage head coach Gary Gauss says a tire blew. When they went to check it, it burst into flames. State police able to put the fire out. Some of the team's equipment had some smoke damage, but it should be usable tonight. Berlin sent a bus to pick up the team. Players and coaches are at the school. Everyone okay. The Berlin coach tells us the game's still likely to start a half hour later at 7:30, and the winner of tonight's game wins the Westpac Championship. An investigation into a deadly accident underway tonight.
Police say a man was driving about 2:30 this afternoon when his car slammed into a tree. Police say that accident happened along Lorraine Road in Jackson Township. Authorities have not released his name. They say he's in his 40s. He's from Evansburg. They add that alcohol may have been a factor. The Cambria County Coroner's Office is investigating.
Cambria County firefighter accused of raping a 6-year-old. Police say an investigation into Josh Buchanan began in August. Buchanan works as a firefighter with the Oakland Fire Department, also with the Richland Township Fire Police. Court documents show Buchanan faces a number of charges. He's in the Cambria County Jail on $100,000 bail.
We have some pretty nice weather on the way here over the next couple of days. Low temperatures across the area this morning in the 50s and 60s. How about that? Pretty good for this time of year. That's even running almost 10 degrees above a normal daytime high here for this stage in November. Highs this afternoon before the cold front moved in. Still very warm, 60s and 70s, but some huge changes are on the way as we move into the weekend. We're going to shave off roughly about 20 degrees from what we had out there for highs today. Huge drop on the way. We picked up about 1/10 of an inch of rain today in spots. Rainfall, not a big deal. It's gone now. Skies are still mostly cloudy. Get used to the cloud cover. We're going to get back to a more normal November pattern here heading into the weekend. A lot of clouds, some sunshine, gusty wind from the northwest, and also the opportunity of a few sprinkles. See this disturbance right here? This will cross the area on Saturday. Maybe a shower north of Interstate 80. And the cooler air is coming in as well. 41 Fargo, 45 in Minneapolis. Get the jackets back out. We'll see if there's any warmth coming back in the 7-day coming up a bit later on.
A Blair County corrections officer finds himself on the wrong side of the law. Police say that Paul Kiefer is accused of inappropriately touching a prison nurse. Here's Lauren Hensley.
The alleged incident happened on October 2nd, and just 13 days later, on October 15th, the woman was in court trying to protect herself. According to a criminal complaint, a Blair County corrections officer, Paul Kiefer, sexually assaulted a nurse who also worked inside the prison. The documents say Kiefer inappropriately touched the nurse as she said no. The documents say Kiefer didn't stop and kiss the woman, all while she was unable to leave because only Kiefer had the keys to exit. The woman got away when another guard walked in. Court documents show just days later, the woman was in court filing a protection from abuse order. According to the documents, the woman said, "I fear, due to the nature of this incident, I may be assaulted or attacked." The prison said they had no comment, but the warden did tell us Kiefer is no longer employed at the prison. We reached out to the medical company who the woman works for. While Prime Care says they cannot comment on this particular situation, they explained they have a contract with the county to provide health care to the prison. Even though charges have been filed, Kiefer hasn't been arraigned yet. He's expected to appear in court in December. Reporting in Hollidaysburg, Lauren Hensley, 6 News.
Conemaugh Memorial Medical Center says unless a patient in fact requested or the patient's insurance company requires MedVan, they are going to choose other services. Statement came after an Altoona man was arrested for sexually assaulting a 13-year-old girl. Police say Scott Weimer, who's a MedVan driver, taking the girl from Conemaugh to a Pittsburgh area hospital. The MedVan service was also removed from Mount Nittany Medical Center. In the meantime, J.C. Blair Memorial Hospital says it will continue using the MedVan service as a backup. UPMC Altoona had no comment. A new search warrant issued in a Center County murder case in hopes of clearing up questions about blood evidence. Noria Kudlock shot and killed in her College Township home in August, and her husband Alos is charged with her murder. Also there that night was the couple's son, Alexander, who police say had tiny drops of blood in his clothing, but he said he was in a different room when the shots were fired. Police used a search warrant to obtain DNA evidence from Alexander.
Almost 4 years to the day when she first arraigned Jerry Sandusky on child sex abuse charges, a Center County District Judge, Leslie Dutchcott, is resigning. Her last day today. Dutchcott was the first judge to handle the Sandusky case after his arrest in November 2011. She freed Sandusky on $100,000 unsecured bail. No word yet on whether or not her position will be filled. A Johnstown business looking to help a local homeless woman who was badly burned when she says a propane tank exploded last weekend. Jacqueline Kovac got a look at their efforts, and she's live with the story. Jackie?
Jen, Dr. Shannon Vora is still in the West Penn burn unit after the incident from last weekend. She is locally known as the Bag Lady in Johnstown, but American Eagle is looking to help her out on her road to recovery.
Why not do something to give back to the community, and what better way than to help this lady out?
American Eagle Screen Printing is printing shirts that are now available for purchase. The white shirts with Dr. Shannon Vora's image under the phrase, "We are #Team Johnstown." Graphic designer Bradley Michael designed this shirt and says the design is something the company would like to reuse in the future.
If someone may need help raising money in the future, we're going to use the same design idea and maybe incorporate them into it.
The shirts will be sold for $10 a piece, with $5 going to Vora and her road to recovery. Michael and his co-workers say they are feeling good about being able to help.
It gave me a really warm heart. And, I'm just, like I said, I'm glad to give back. The community gives to us all the time. I'm just happy to give back to the community.
Shirts are available for purchase at the American Eagle location downtown, as well as M Subs in Westmont and Richland. Donations can also be made at First Commonwealth Banks. Just make sure you say it's the American Eagle for benefit of account. Dr. Vora remains in the West Penn burn unit in fair condition tonight. Reporting live, Jacqueline Kovac, 6 News.
Authorities say that drug addiction, especially heroin, continues to be an issue in the area.
Straight ahead, how leaders say a drug is helping with overdoses at a local hospital.